Good day, classmate and sir. My name is Marigold G. Miranda. Our topic for today is a Chapter 6, Research Strategies and Validity. Pag-uusapan po natin yung mga strategies, external and internal validity, and their traits. Research strategies. Research strategies is a general approach to research to determine by the kind of questions that the research study hopes to answer and concerned with what you hope to accomplish in the research studies. Kumbaga, si research strategies yung tutulong sa study natin. So, meron siyang 5, descriptive, quasi, experimental, and non-experimental, and correlational. So, this is si descriptive. Katulad na nasabi ni Sir, pag gumamit ka ng survey form, descriptive yon. Why? Kasi yung mga nakalap mong data, ni-describe mo siya and explain. Then, quasi-experimental, attempt to produce a cause of effect explanation but not sort of. For example, the treatment may cause a reduction in smoking behavior, but the reduce of smoking may be caused by something else. Kumbaga, paano ka ba nakasiguro na yung treatment na binigay mo sa respondents mo ay kung yung treatment na binigay mo sa respondents mo ay ayun ba talaga yung nakapagpatigil or nakapagpabawas sa smoking behavior niya. And experimental research, ito yung cause and effect, produce the cause and effect explanation for the explanation between two variables. For example, increasing the amount of exercise cause a decrease in cholesterol, or the more we read ba is the more na nagiging intellectual yung tao, ang estudyante. And non-experimental produce a description of the relationship between two variables but do not attempt to explain the relationship. For example, there is a relationship between gender and verbal ability. Girls tends to have higher verbal skills than boys. Ganun lang siya. Kumbaga, hindi niya na-explain bakit mas mataas ang verbal skills ng babae kaysa sa lalaki. Then correlational. Correlational produce a description of the relationship between two variables but do not attempt to explain the relationship. For for example, there is a relationship between Facebook time and GPA for college students. Or pwede rin naman na the more ang mga atleta ay the more na nag-ensayo ay nagiging magaling sila during their tournament. Pwede rin ganon. Then next is research design and research procedure. Research design address how to implement a strategy. Determine the research design requires decisions about three basic aspects of the research study. Research design is a general framework for conducting. Meron siyang three types: data collection, measurement, and analysis. Data collection, kanino ba or sino ba kung sino ba yung gagamitin natin para sa study natin, kung kanino tayo kukuha ng mga detalyeng kailangan natin. Measurement, mabibigay kaya nito mga respondents na to yung mga gusto natin maibigay. Then, analysis. Baga, meron bang correlational? There is, there is, there is significance ba or there is no significance ba? Then, the three basic of research, group individual, uh, group versus individual. So, depende yan sa study na gusto mo. Pwede rin kung ang gusto mo malaman is rearing practices Pilipinas. So, obviously, ang kukunin mo is mga parents, is mga grupo ng parents versus sa individual. Sa individual naman, kung ang gusto mo kunin is life satisfaction ng married woman and married men, so ang kukunin mo is boys or girl, or kasal na babae or lalaki. So individual siya. Same different versus different individual. Ito yung tinatawag na kung maalala ninyo is within the subjects, in between the subjects. So within the subject, siya yung nakakatanggap lahat ng all, all conditions sa study mo, while the between subjects, each person only exposed in single statement. Kumbaga isa lang. Unlike kay within the same individual, all conditions natatanggap niya. Then, the number of variables to be included. Some researcher kasi, marami silang ginagamit sometimes na variables. Two or more variables ang ginagamit niya. The next is a research procedure. It is it is an exact step-by-step description of a specific research study. Writing the introductory paragraph. So, hindi naman porke pag sinabi natin chapter 2, chapter 3, ayan na, ura-arada na agad. So, bibigyan pa rin natin siya ng salita. Ano ba nilalaman ng chapter 2? Ano ba nilalaman ng chapter 3? Yun yun. Then, research methodology. This section specifies that method of research will be used. Ito na yung it's either descriptive, correlational, experimental. Bakit correlational ang ginamit mo? Kung ano bang gusto mong malaman? Kung ano bang gusto mong malaman sa significance ng two variables? Then subject respondents of the study. A distinction should be made between subjects and respondents of the study. Subject are persons who are investigating the study. Respondents are providers of information needed in the study, elicited orally and writing. Then sampling technique. Explain what sampling techniques will be used. Random sa large group of person. Kumbaga, random ninyo siya kukunin. Then purposibly, kung ang gusto mo is mga uh, uh, psychology students, the psychology students lang ang gusto mong kunin sa study mo or pwede rin mga engineering. Ganun lang siya, purposive. Stratified, for example, apat na grupo. Each group, kukuha ka din ng 5 sa apat na grupo na yon. Then, and research instruments. Research instrument is it is necessary to have a separate discussion for this. If several research instruments have been utilized in the study, research instruments are ito yung mga questionnaires, tests, interviews, observation. Ito yung mga ginamit natin para makalap yung data. Nandito na yung mga observations, interview, question, yun nga, yung questionnaires and tests, then procedures of data gathering. Kumbaga, dito mo na pagsasama-samahin lahat. Yung construction na siya, kumbaga, kung test made ba siya, ano yung procedure niya, ano yung procedure na paggawa mo noon, paano mo ba kinadak yung post-test, pre-test. Kumbaga, nandito na rin yung presentation of data, at yung interpretation of the data, and the statistical treatment of data. For me, ito yung maganda kasi parang sa mga nakuha mong data, sa mga respondents natin or subjects, dito mo na siya dito na siya magiging makulay. Kumbaga, ano bang ibig sabihin nitong mga numbers na to? Next, internal validity and external validity. Internal validity relates how well a study is conducted. External relates to how applicable the findings are in the real world. Internal validity is the extent to which you're able to say that no variables apart from the independent variable cause a change in the dependent variable. For example, ang gusto mong study is ang pag-inom ba ng tubig ng mga respondents mo ay makakahaba ng buhay ba nila? Ganyan. Jadi, for example, pinainom mo lang sila ng tubig, yun lang yung binigay mo. And in the meantime of your study, uh, in the meantime of your study, syempre habang tumatagal, nagkakaedad, namamatay din tayo. So, si researcher, masasabi niya, pag ganun yung nangyari na, ay, ang drinking water pala is, hindi siya nakakapagpahaba ng buhay. So, masasabi mo ba agad na ganun agad yung na-study mo? Hindi, kasi meron din mga other variables tulad ng amount of food, socializing, di ba? Hindi lang naman tubig ang dahilan, hindi lang naman tubig ang kailangan ng tao. So meron na siya dito threats in internal validity. This is the factors that allow for the alternative explanation. First, extraneous variables. If in any variable in the research study other than the specific variables being studied. For example, gusto mo malaman kung sino mas magaling sa math, boys or girls. So, kumuha ka ng 5 babae, 5 lalaki. Pinag-test mo sila ng maximum na 100 items. Then, after that, you find out na mas magaling ang girls sa math. Pero syempre, si dependent variable, questionin niya. Questionin niya result. Parang, bakit gano'n? Baka naman kaya mas magaling yung girls kasi mas naunang mag-exam ang mga babae kaysa sa amin or baka naman math degree sila. So para maiwasan yung ganong threats, si boys and girls parehas mo silang pag-examine, parehas ng time, parehas ng place. So yun. Then kung regarding naman sa math degree, syempre hindi ka kukuha nung mga student na may math degree or may pagkamaalam sa math unless talaga na, na marunong na talaga sila. Then in environmental and compounding variables, it's an extreme kung si extraneous variables are usually unmonitored. Si compounding variables naman ay provides an alternative explanation for the observer relationship between two and therefore it is a threat to internal variables. For example, ah yan, itong napapanahon to mga plantita. Gusto natin malaman na ang sunlight ba ang nagiging dahilan kaya kaya bumibilis ang pag-grow ng plant. Ito yung for example, yung isang plant, inano mo siya, baga hindi mo siya nilabas sa araw, then yung isa, nilabas mo siya sa araw, parang naaarawan siya. So, yung compounding variables doon is yung water, tsaka soil type. Then, yung climate naman, tsaka temperature, ayun yung extraneous variables. Siyempre, hindi mo lang din naman agad masasabi na, ay, sa sunlight ang dahilan kung bakit mabilis tumubo ang halaman. Kasi paano naman din yung paglagay mo ng water, tsaka yung soil type na nilagay mo sa halaman. Then, experimental variables, general trace to internal validity for all students. Ito na yung size of room, time of day, or gender of the experimenter. Kumbaga, nasa environment. Then, participants variable, threats to internal validity for students comparing different different groups. The individual in the research differ in the variety of participants such as age, height, weight, IQ, and personality. The difference from other participants to other are known the individual differences. So parang nagiging threats din yun yung mga pagkakaiba-iba natin. Then time-related variable, this describes the impact of time as a variable in the study. If a study takes place over time, which is possible that the participants' natural change in somehow. Kumbaga, syempre sa hinaba-haba ng study natin, baka naman dito na papasok yung naiinip na yung participants. Kumbaga, parang sobrang tagal, napapagod na rin sila. Gano'n. Then, experimental bias occurs when the experimenter expectation or personal varies regarding outcome of the study. Kumbaga, dito na yung naiimpluwensyahan na ng experimenter yung study mo. And the exaggerated variables. Yan. External variables, extent to which we can generalize the study of research study to people, settings, times, measure, and characteristic other than used in the study. Then, first, category 1, generalizing across participants. Subject selection bias. Selecting a sample does not accurately represent the population. Baka naman kumuha ka lang na kung sinong-sinong participants, hindi na naaangkot sa study mo. Basta may masabi lang na matapos na itong study. Yan mostly college student. college student mostly sila yung mga nagiging participants natin kasi ayun yung mas nagiging convenient sa atin. Then, volunteer bias, yan. Mostly sa mga volunteer bias na ito yung mga taong gusto lang tumulong sa atin para lang din uh, matapos yung study natin. Mostly mga besties natin yan, ang mga friends. Then, participants' characteristics. People from particular demographic class may not represent other classes very well. Long list of possibilities, gender, age, ethnicity, social, and socioeconomic status. And process species generalization, animal models of behavior are common in the both medical and physical and psych research. Process species generalization. And category 2, novelty effect. In the context of human performance, is the tendency of performance to initially improve when new technology is instituted. So, kumbaga, habang tumatagal, nagiging matalino na rin yung tao. Siyempre, nag improve na rin tayo, nagkakaroon na ng mga technology. Unlike before, kung gusto pumunta ng library, so pupunta ka talaga sa library. Ngayon, lahat is nasa computers na, even in our cell phones and mobiles. The reactivity, knowing that I am being formally observed is likely to affect my behavior. Kung mapapansin nyo, parang same siya sa pattern effect mo sa industrial psych natin. The more na alam nila na na-observe sila, the more na ginagalingan nila sa ginagawa nila. So, isa rin siyang threat sa external validity natin. So, demand characteristic, difference difference operational definition may not produce the same result. For example, the attitude measure not show the same effects as a direct behavior. So baka naman iba yung pinapakita niyang characteristics kaysa sa observe. Kumbaga, meron nga tayo tatawag na overt and covert behavior and multiple treatment interference, and participants receive more than one treatment, the effect of prior treatment can affect or interact with later treatment, limiting the generalizability. So, dapat meron tayong ditong planning or monitoring para hindi nagkakaroon ng overlaps din sa treatment natin. Kasi baka, for example, sa clinical setting or clinical setting or study or clinical setup yung study mo, hindi mo na malaya na ito palang sa respondents mo is nakapag-take na siya ng medicine. Tapos, hindi pa nga ume-effect is pinainom mo na siya ng another medicine. So, kumbaga yung effect nun, magi-interact na silang dalawa. So, threats din siya. Then, category 3, generalizing across experiment bias. Or ito rin yung tinatawag na expectancy. The more na alam nila na na in-expect na ito yung magiging outcome, binibigay nila. Kumbaga, parang ginagalingan nila. This is usually an intention. Experimental gives use to participants misjudge or misrecords response. Then, experimenter characteristic. Do participants' response difficulty depending on gender, age, race, ethnicity, attractiveness of the researcher? Kumbaga, parang pag gagawa rin tayo ng research natin, kailangan din talaga na thorough yung pag-select natin sa mga respondents natin. Kasi kumbaga, hindi rin, threats rin talaga siya. Sayang yung time na gugugulin natin kung hindi rin proper selection yung gagamitin natin. And category 4, generalizing across measures of features of the measure, sensitization, awareness of how performance is being measured may affect our performance in the real world, and others study performance may change because of difference being used. And lastly, generativity across response measurement. Ito yung mga social influence, social influence. Then validity in different research strategies. Experimental strategies, high internal validity and lower external validity because of the control group. Quasi-experiment, good internal validity, variable external validity. Correlational, no manipulation or control of variables, thus low internal validity and high external validity. Ayun lang po. Thank you!